Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your WordPress blog and kind of clean things up that come straight out of the box. All right, let's check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and do some basic setup with your WordPress now that's just newly installed. One of the first things you want to do is you want to go to your post page and you want to delete the sample hello world. Go ahead and click on the post on the left-hand side and click this checkbox and trash the hello world post. All right, next you want to go to pages on the left-hand side, click on that, and you want to delete the sample page. All right, next you want to go to appearance and themes, and you want to delete any of these old pre-installed themes because I'm going to show you how to find a new one. So one of the first things you want to do is you want to click on a theme you want to delete and just click delete. All right, now that you deleted all the themes, you should only have one left, which should be 2014, or in the case when you watch it, could be 2015. Next, you want to go down to your settings area. So you want to go down to settings on the bottom left corner, and you want to start with general. Okay, so in the general settings, you can add your site title and you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to keep it simple and keep it as Marketing Access Pass info. And then the tagline is whatever you want it to be. So I'm going to say online marketing training website. And then your web address, WordPress address is http:/marketingaccesspass.info. And this is my site address. My email address is right here. And then you want to change your time zone. So in my case, I'm in Pacific time. So I'm going to go ahead and change it to Pacific. I think there's an option here for Los Angeles. So I'm going to go and find Los Angeles. Okay, so once you find your time zone, you can change your date format. I'm going to leave this the same and the time format the same and click Save Changes. Okay, perfect. The next thing you want to do is click on Writing. And basically everything here is pretty standard. I'm not going to go ahead and change anything here. We're going to move on to reading. And here you can adjust how many blog posts or pages you want to be able to show on your front page. So remember with our example of video workout review, what they're asking for is how many blog posts do you want to show on your front page. So you can be as many as you want, but also keep in mind the more pages that you have, the more images, the longer it's going to take for your website to load. So I like to keep it about 5 to 7 blog posts. So I'm going to click 7 and I'm going to change this to 7 and I'm going to leave my article as a summary. Once I do that, I'm going to click Save Changes. All right, so the next thing you want to do is adjust your discussion settings. And basically, there's not much you're going to change here other than, if you want to close comments on an article over a certain amount of days. In this case, I like to keep this, pretty wide open. If people want to comment on a blog post that I posted, 6 months ago, I don't mind. So I can change it to 180 days. And how many threaded comments? 5 level deeps is pretty good. And anyone can post. You can change, different moderations. You can say, if you want to make sure you read everybody's comment before you approve it, you can do that and leave it checked here. You can, have them notify you when someone posts a comment. I actually personally like to uncheck these because I don't want to get too many emails. Because I pretty much log into my website almost every day, so I'll know when someone posts a comment. And then I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this one because I want anyone to be able to comment as naturally as they want. And then down here, they're going to give you avatar menus. You do want to show an avatar. You can change your ratings. On this case, it's G. And you can change your default. I'm going to leave it as the mystery man. And go ahead and click Save Changes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and skip media because media pretty much stays the same. And then I'm going to change the permalinks. So it's very important that you make sure the permalinks are all set because this is helps with search engine optimization. So what you want to do is you want to click on post name. And that is the one you want to select. Once you have that, click Save Changes. Okay, so now that the settings are all set, the last thing you want to do is you want to go to your plugins area. And you want to delete Hello Dolly. All right, so you're all set. Those are some basic WordPress setup when you first install it, and we'll show you how to navigate through the rest of it in the upcoming videos.